Man, that is such a nice move. I really like high jump in this game. It is interesting realizing how many of the Metroidvanias I've played recently have actually been very much based on Metroid more than Vania. Which is a little bit of a shame, because the Vania part has actually quite a lot of mechanics that I really enjoy. Very namely, like... Whoa, hi. Very specifically, I think the only one in recent memory I can think of really enjoying was Time Spinner. And now that I've played this for an ample amount of time, I'm actually realizing that Time Spinner wasn't even that good. It just leaned on this really hard. But it's nice to see that, like, there is kind of a proper return to the Castlevania games. I'm kind of hoping this leads to some kind of return? I don't know, there were so many, like, really amazing games that came out over the past... 20, 30 years. And many of them just kind of disappeared as their studios moved on, created new games. And so on and so forth. Easy example is like Square Enix really did kind of have quite the departure from like 6 to 7 to 10 and so on. And to some degree I think it's positive, but I think there is still a market for like some of those older school ideas. Especially when those older school ideas still very much have like a place. Oh boy. In like modern markets. This is an easy thing to point at when it's like, yeah, here's a pretty fantastic, old school game brought into a modern school design. Made by the original creators. Like, yeah, obviously there is some serious clunk that is holding the game back a little bit, for better or worse. It's definitely slower and less smooth. Okay. So frustratingly, I have this door and this spot. So we're gonna go grab that real quick. As it turns out, a Metroidvania by the guy responsible for one half of the name is good. Yeah. Which, like, most people would probably say, like, that's kind of a duh thing. Like, of course. Why wouldn't that be good? But the answer is, like, Mighty Number 9 was garbage. And so everybody actually was really expecting that this would end up following the exact same trends. And I think that's a very valid fear. That, like, yeah, these people are gonna cash in on their good name and then make like a half-baked game. And I know a number of people have also actually been kind of, holy crap, map completion just jumped up to 94%. Turns out the den of the Behemoth's Den is kind of important. So that frozen tomb is like the last area. Unless it goes past 100% and really skunks me, which is entirely possible. But yeah, I actually had some serious reservations going into this as well, because it's like, who knows? Not every like faithful successor or like, I'm not gonna say indie revival, old school revival, I guess it would be, is gonna be good. But like, it is good. It looks great. I know a lot of people are like, it should have been pixel art, but like, I think the translation into 3D actually made this game really strong. Because you could tell that's what they wanted to do in, that's what they wanted to do in Symphony of the Night, but they lacked the hardware to do it. Because they had, like, a decent amount of 3D in that game, and it looked kind of bad. Like, for the time it looked amazing, but nowadays it does not look, that good. But yeah, I'm glad it worked out. Because, yeah, maybe we'll get some new Metroidvanias from, like, I'm not going to say professionals, but, like, most Metroidvanias have been made by small teams of, like, 3 or 4 people. Time Spinners was like maybe 5 people tops. Hollow Knight, which admittedly is kind of the exception because it's made by like 3 or 4 people, but is probably, I would say it's the best. Did I say roguelike? I meant Metroidvania. Yeah, Curse of the Moon was pixel art. Yeah, I didn't like Curse of the Moon as much. It looked good, but I didn't enjoy it. But I would say Hollow Knight is probably my favorite Metroidvania. And from like a subjective standpoint, I'd probably say it's the best. Just because the smoothness, the freedom of exploration, the art, the music, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I can't wait for Silksong. I mean, I'm still a little bit miffed that somebody showed up to my Hollow Knight video to complain about how it looks bad. And it's like, what are you talking about? Get out of here with your fanboying. Okay, there we go. Now that's fixed, so we don't have to see that monstrosity. Chasm, I think, was made by, like, only a handful of people. And, well, I actually don't really begrudge what Chasm became in the end. Like, I didn't enjoy it nearly as much as I wanted to. But, like, it was okay. It's just, it was inferior, and I think that's what killed it. Well, no, it wasn't just inferior. There definitely were some bad ideas in there. Let's see. But I'm pretty sure this was a bigger-ish team. And I would love to see some, like, AA studios that really start diving into old-school design in really interesting ways. Like, I would love it if, what's a good example? I mean, straight up Nintendo made, like, a full... like, a full-bodied Metroidvania again. They kind of did for the 3DS, but I want to see something that, like, gets this deep. Like, I'd like to play Super Metroid someday. Or, you know, Metroid Prime, the Metroid... Well, Metroid Prime's kind of a different thing, technically, but still. But it's hard for me, because I actually almost would prefer to play, what's it called? A Robot Named Fight, because that game is amazing. We are still going. Who are you?
Can you keep up?
Okay, so he runs faster than me. It helps that I'm completely immune to traps. So?
How could anyone be faster than me?
Well, what did we just get? Accelerator. Move more quickly. Well, I could have used that. Oh, gotta go fast. And I can use it perpetually. This is really fun. It does damage? It doesn't do much damage, but it does damage too. Okay, so we're at 96%. God damn. Alright, so we're done with this. So, you know what? We've got a couple of hairdos. We got the Millionaire's Key. I'm gonna warp back. We're gonna do a little bit of management. And then we'll, go places. But, man, I really wish they gave, let's see. We can save over that. I really wish they gave us Accelerator, like, at kind of the halfway point in the game.
Hello, miss. Huh. Oh, well, she said she had something to take care of. I'm holding down the fort while she's gone.
Oh, good girl. But who will handle these shards for me?
Oh, well, don't worry. She taught me how to do it.
What? That sounds horribly unsafe.
Well, try me, you'll see.
Okay, so
What were
we
you
just
like
have
to
her now.
buy?
Let's see. Let's buy
it
the
cold?
Waystone.
Thank
I don't think I need the rest of this. God, that is nice. Why didn't I have this earlier? Okay, so we have some things to upgrade. So first and foremost, and most importantly, increase
I'll go
movement
with
speed.
this.
L
I'll go with
to the
this.
yeah.
I'll go with this. I'll go with this.
And unfortunately, that's all I've got on that one. But what else can I upgrade? Drain.
I'll go with this. I'll go with
I don't
this.
think I can max it out,
I'll go
but I
with
might
this.
as well put a
I'll go
bunch
with
of points
this.
into it. Oh, wait, Sinister Fangs. We got one Fiend Fang. Son of a butt.
I'll go with this.
I have to go figure out what
I'll go
drops
with
those. Let's see, anything else? Because Detective Eye's maxed. We haven't found Fiend Hearts yet. Yeah, we need a lot of Fiend Hearts to get what I need. Well, once we find the feed out, let's see, Sword Whip if I forgot. Yes.
I've learned the truth about your slumber, Miriam. As I suspected, it was Alfred's doing.
Why did Alfred choose me?
To create a catalyst capable of stopping time must have taken years upon years. He only had time to save one of you.
But why me then?
Because you were the most attuned.
Zangetsu said the same thing.
To put it a different way, if all the crystal of all the Shardbinders had been brought together to create one big catalyst, then your power would have accounted for half of it.
I'm not sure if that's something to be proud of.
With half the catalyst's power missing, Alfred knew the experiment would fail. Blood would be spilled, but at least the world would have some chance of being able to stop the demons. Granted, even half the Shardbinder's power caused unthinkable tragedy.
Yes, it did.
But Alfred must have realized the experiment was going to proceed regardless of our objections, and decided half measures were better than no measures at all.
It sounds as though you found a little forgiveness for him.
Are you So,
Let's see, do we have any food? Yes, I do. So I can make
I'll go
salt
with
ramen,
this.
soy
Great.
ramen. Any of these increase mana?
I'll go
The
with
answer is
this.
no.
Great.
Miso
I'll go
cutlet.
with this.
Unfortunately, most of these are not enhancing the stats that I need,
Great.
which is mainly I just need more mana regen. But you know what? I'll take what I can. So we still don't have enough sea urchins or soy sauce. Or black pepper. Yeah, unfortunately, I think I'm gonna beat the game before I get to use all of the
Stop back off,
cook
Tim.
all of those. That's fine. Okay. Equipment inventory.
Scrumptious.
Scrumptious!
Scrumptious.
Scrumple!
Scrumptious.
Scrump!
Scrumptious.
Scrump!
Scrumptious.
More scrump. Okay. Wow. Holy shit. I'm so
Have
fast.
you learned anything?
Here's what I've turned up.
Okay, so now we have the sword whip.
Got any?
Here's what I've turned up on the monsters.
So, gotta kill more Dullahammers for an Uni Rice Bowl. Gold Power Ring. Oh, I gotta go kill the Millionaire. And Revenant. Well. I should probably go save. Did you find or make soy sauce? I have to find it, which is part of the reason why I'm not going out of my way to, like, go get more. Is because, like, if I wanted to, I mean, honestly, if you guys wanted to, I could straight up show, oh, right. Can I upgrade Void Ray at all?
Are you What are we transmuting this time?
Okay, requires
I'll go with
dragon
this.
scales. Oh,
I'll
increases
go with
width.
this. I'll go with this. I'll go with this. I'll go with this. I'll go with this.
Uh,
I'll go with this.
sure. Why
I'll go
not?
with this.
I can go get more Dragon's Hearts. There's also the Tease Rosine, which I think does the same thing. What? Shards? Void Ray. Oh my god, that's amazing. So there's temporary buffs from food? Permanent, sort of. Okay, so where's the millionaires up here? So, the way food buffs work... Also, apparently to get Fiend Hearts, I gotta go after those Demon Lords summoned by the Master Carpenter. I mean, we could go into full grind mode if I wanted to. Do you guys want to see how I handle grinding? Or do we not want to do that? Here, let's get to the last boss door. Hi? Now my swords are gonna do just about as much damage as this. That didn't work. Okay. Let's switch away from Accelerator to healing. Because this guy hurts a bit. Okay. Anyway. I could show you guys how I handle my grind process. It's probably going to upset someone, maybe, but we could do it. If you craft a dish with soy sauce... Yeah, we could do it. Wonder fighting a slot machine. Yes. I am. Those cannons hurt. It's a weird slot mimic. It's fun. I do wish it had a health bar, so I knew how close to death it was. But yeah, do we wanna take a look at how I handle grinding, so I can max out some things before I beat the game? You're a little late to the party. So is that a backer's room? Yeah. So backers that paid a shit ton of money into this game get real cool things, special things. Let's see, it's just cheat flagrantly. We know it, you know it. Alright, let's cheat flagrantly for a bit. Especially because we've got Accelerator. Let's see, I don't want to close... that'll be fine. This should be okay. Alright. So, this is how I grind off camera for things that I want and need. Did it drop literally nothing on its own? I believe it did. Okay. Bango. Alright, so now if you look at my luck stat, it is 999. So, I mean, technically we got a couple more things that we can do, but the thing that matters is the maxed out luck stat. Because, yeah, now I can just, let's go fight the Carpenter. I want to go get a couple of those Fiend Hearts. Let's see. I guess, you know, the other thing that would be helpful. Let's do that. I think those are the only two that I really need here. But yeah, so if you notice, everything is just shitting shards and items onto me now. How do you do that? In this case, it's, this is just a trainer. Usually I use Cheat Engine more than trainers. But it really does vary based on, like, need and availability. I'm actually pretty sure that there are better trainers and cheat tables than this. But this is the one I already downloaded, and so far it's fulfilling my needs, so unless I find something that I really need to get my hands on, this'll do. So what's the difference between Cheat Engine and trainers? Actually, very little. So in a lot of cases, good trainers are actually straight up just cheat tables run as their own, like, EXE kind of situation. I don't know how to compile a cheat table into, like, a specific thing. But it is something that you can do. Anyway. So, unfortunately, I gotta wait for him to start summoning dudes. Okay, well, we get his crystal at the very least. Okay. Fouled Siu. All dark energy to a specific location. God, even with maxed out luck, getting those fiend hearts is going to take a while. And I got to get at least like 4 of them or something like that. Thank you, Jumbiz, for the 200 bits. Want to help out when you can. Thank you. Oh, thank you, man. I hope you are having a relaxing Friday evening. So I'm just going to keep jumping here. Hopefully he'll just keep reviving people. If not, we'll see. Let's see. I wonder if it's worth fighting the millionaire again with max luck. Fighting him again with max luck is actually really funny. Let's see. Inventory. Shards. Switch from Words of Wisdom to Pickpocket. And... perfect. That saw is really annoying you. I apologize. Come on, summon more fiends, you yuts. I wish for their hearts. I use the block shard on this one. You know, that's an interesting question. I think I got rid of it, actually. But you know what I could do? Summon your bits, dude. I wish to fight your peeps. God damn, he's got, like, weirdly perfect accuracy. But if I go back and forth really fast, can he hit me? He might. Okay. Well, I'm taking a lot of damage. There we go. Well, we get another Fouled Siu, but we're not getting those Fiend Hearts. We might have to go the other way. I don't know. There's one. Okay. So they do exist. They're just very rare. Wonder if you streamed Bayonetta. No, I was hoping we get a announcement for Bayonetta 3 before wow. He really is accurate. I was really hoping we get an announcement for Bayonetta 3 before I'd really put in the time for Bayonetta. Because it's one of those games that I really want to, like, do a series on someday. But I just haven't at the time. Okay, so Accelerator isn't working. I was really hoping it would distract him for a while. Can I just be over here? Maybe I can. Yeah, at least Astral Chain looks really good. Yeah, honestly, that's the other thing. Oh, I think they actually put this spot very specifically to Skunk's AI. Well, that's kind of cool. I guess I'll just hang out here. Let's see. What did you wake up to? Wander grind haxing. I'm screwing with the Carpenter Man. Yeah, this is kind of amazing. But yeah, the main problem is just there are so many games in so little time. Like, I have played Bloodstained almost exclusively this entire week. I played some other things, but still. What if your Dullahammer is attacking him and prevent him from summoning? Maybe. Let's just take him off then? I don't need him right now. Got your Fiend Heart with Pickpocket multi-hit magic. Since I did not have max luck. Yeah, see, the thing is, to go along with the whole so many games, so little time thing, it's... As much as I would love to play some of these things legitimately, I wonder if he won't make any more demons. Yeah, I bet he won't make any more demons once he's summoned 3 of them. Let's see. You could equip the book to kill the demons faster. No, that's a good point. Each tombstone is 1 demon. Yeah, I was wondering if there's like a limit on the amount that would show up. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, it seems like he really focuses summoning all 3 of them, and then he switches to just hucking knives. So unfortunately, I need like 4 or so Fiend Hearts. That's a new one. I didn't know that he'd craft a treasure chest. Well, that's kind of rad. Let's see, if you look at the thing he makes a Ouija board. Yep. Which is kind of charming. Okay, this is so much easier. Okay, but yeah, so I like to play games like a little bit more legitimately, but at the same time, the time cost for me to play a game legitimately sometimes is like an extra 5, 10, 15 hours. Like, I'm sure if I wanted to, like, go super hundo% on this game, it would take an inordinate amount of time to get all of the things maxed out and so on and so forth. Whereas instead, you know, I can turn on Maximize Luck, hang out behind this, and more or less wait until he gives me everything that I need. Is Improved Blood something you already had? Improved Blood, or is it a bone? One way or another, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, so like, what's a good example of a... Well, I mean, this is a perfect example of a game. Sure, I could sit around farming for that. Is it a 2%? I think it is a 2% drop rate on these Demon Lords. Yeah, God, yeah, it's a 2% drop rate on Fiend Hearts. So we would have had to do this 50 times more, probably, give or take. Yeah, no D&D tonight. Well, I'm lacking players, so that's fine. But yeah, so easier for me to just cheat, pretend that I got everything legitimately, and then just play more games instead of doing pointless busy work on a game that, you know, I enjoy, but the act of grinding for it is going to make me enjoy it less. Let's see. So how many of these things do I have? Fiend Hearts. I got 6. That's probably good enough. I think we can leave now. And let's chug a couple of high ethers. I realize I have limited items, but like I more or less categorically refuse to use items in combat anyway. So I don't think it's that big of a deal. Okay, so what do we do now? Oh, right. We look through this area for a bit. I don't think I'm gonna find soy sauce from these guys, unfortunately. Okay, Wander, do you ever get to the point where you feel like you need a break from all the games you play? Along with the editing and planning that goes with it. Yeah, I took a break today, actually. Admittedly, it only takes like a little break, and it really depends on what's going on in my life. Yeah, soy sauce area is an area chest drop. Yeah. I was trying to figure out, trying to remember where the best ones are. But yeah, I spent much of today just lying around in bed. That's kind of cool. I'll have to try this. Want to miss another chest from the carpet there. It seems good. It does more damage than my my flying sword. The main problem is just I'm locked in place when I use it. There's probably actually, in retrospect, we have an real easy solution with the soy sauce that I just totally forgot about. I can just cannibalize. I can just cannibalize things. But yeah, I don't know what the bone is from the Carpenter, but I have a lot of them already, so it shouldn't be a big issue.
Invert.
This game will be nice on the Switch for portable grinding. Yeah. No, honestly, even then, like, it's really just a time thing for me. If there was just like a skip grind button on a game, and it just cost me an extra like $10, and more or less it was just designed where I could just like not have to go through stuff over and over to, like, you know, grab all the items or whatnot, I'd probably pay the extra amount. Let's see. So we got that. We need Sinister Claws. I should probably figure out where those are. Oh, we need Ectoplasm. Well, let's go kill the Millionaire first.
Oh!
Because I don't actually know if the Millionaire chest actually has anything. Let's see. That's slippery, because it incentivizes Sinister developers to make their grind worse to get people to pay. No, that's very true. Millionaire's Bane. Okay, so it has one thing and a shard. Well, guess we're just gonna go fight it. No, that is actually a very good point, and a very bad slippery slope if done poorly. Hence why I use Sheet Engine so excessively. Okay, right. I know how to fight this guy. That freaking tongue kind of sucks. If he wasn't capable of stun-locking me, this would be real easy. Okay, so Bunnymorphosis is not worth it. Back to healing. Yeah, I think I want to go back to Oracle Blade. And I might as well heal. I realize that I have unlimited health and can kind of do whatever I want. But still. I'm just going to be here. And yes, this is a backer room. Please die. I don't have to do more of this. Please give me everything I want. Because the Carpenter, I could just wait for. Did we get the item? I think we did. Yeah, we got the item, whatever it is. Jackpot. Use the slot machine to determine the nature of your attack. And he had the Imbrued Fang. Okay. So now that we're done with that, let's go back here. I don't know if there's more. But yeah, with the whole, like, Switch grinding thing, it was nice for a while, but then I got really bored of it. Very specifically, I was trying to do grinding for Octopath Traveler.
Have you learned it?
And by the time I was done with it, I was just like, I never want to play... Well, I wasn't even done with it. I got, like, halfway through the game, and I was like, this is just too much grinding for me.